everyone. I hope that you have had a good transition into the new year, and that Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, where you have been celebrating, and New Year have not been too difficult for you. I know that for some of you it was your first time that you had to do this without your partner, and I know it can feel as if you are leaving your partner behind in the old year, but we are never going to leave our partners behind. They are always going to be around. Even nearly 7 years into my journey, I can still feel my husband around and guiding me through life. Now, I wanted to share with you something, because New Year is always about these big resolutions of changing our weight and better health and so on, and it's all big, but it's really more important to focus on the small things, the small little steps that you can do to feel better. And when you've built these steps into your routine, it's easier to then, like me this Christmas and New Year, to let go of some of the helpful habits and then come back to them. Now I'm back in my own home in the UK. So when I was in Vienna, in the very home of the coffee house culture, of course I couldn't resist drinking coffee. I would be inhuman if I had been able to do that. It's just part of the atmosphere to have some coffee, and it's not Starbucks or Costa coffee. It's really good coffee. I always go for high quality when I'm having something that I know is not really helpful and healthy. So, and the same goes for wine. Vienna is a wine growing region, and it's difficult to get some other warm drink with a meal, and we were going out for meals quite often when my daughter was in Vienna, because she just didn't fancy cooking during her time off. So when we went out, I did have a glass of Austrian red wine, but I didn't have white wine, which would have been too cold. I would have just ruined my digestion. Red wine, a little bit, it's okay. And I did enjoy it, right? So it's really important to enjoy whatever you're going for. And we have some lovely red wines in Austria that you can't get anywhere else. So, but to compensate, I did have, and sometimes even carried this with me, like my regular ginger tea or other herbal teas, to make sure that I was hydrated enough, and to help in other ways with my digestion, because if we don't drink enough, we can't digest our food well. And I even took this sightseeing with me or shopping with me, and you may find it ridiculous and over the top, but that's one of my habits, and I find it important to stick with it. You may have other habits that you find important, right? And the other thing is, I stuck to my morning drink. I always have a warm lemon water with honey, raw honey of course, every morning, which just helps to get my digestion going in the morning. And I know it's very helpful for me, and I recommend it to all my clients. And I stuck with it because it was easy to do, even if I didn't manage to have breakfast, like on the 1st of January after New Year's Eve. Of course, I went to bed late, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't get up to have breakfast. I let it go, but I did have my morning drink at 11 instead of at 8. It's fine, right? So it's about finding the balance between holding on to things that you can hold on to and you can continue doing, while letting go of others that would really be stressful to hold on to. And it's just for a week. It wasn't for much longer, so it was fine, and even 2 weeks will be fine. But now it's important to get back into a good daily routine again, and whatever this looks like for you, right? If you've let your routine slide, now is the time to get back to it and build on your strengths. My strength is to make sure that I have 3 regular meals every day full of vegetables. I'm good at this. I don't find it difficult anymore. So that's my solid foundation that I can build on. And you will have other strengths, like maybe you find it easy to go to bed at 10 o'clock and get up at 6, which I find difficult. So wherever your strength lies, build on that now at the beginning of this new year, and then introduce some other good habits one by one, or reintroduce them. Maybe you find it easy to reintroduce all of them in one go, but maybe not. We're all different, so go with whatever feels right and easy for you. And I'm just making suggestions all the time, and I'm trying to be a sort of role model. You know, it can be difficult to stick to healthy habits, but it's not impossible, and we can always find the balance in extreme times like Christmas and New Year. Okay, they are really extreme times, and at other times I find it easy, even when I'm traveling, to stick to my 3 regular meals with vegetables all the time. But there are always exceptions to the rule, and that's important, right? To have an 80-20 rule. And I decided to turn it around and turn it into a 20-80 rule over Christmas and New Year, and that's fine. But now I'm back in my own home, I'm fully in control again, and I can go back to the 80-20 rule. I hope this has been inspiring to you, what I shared about my own falling off the wagon. But I thought it was important to show you that I'm a real human being with, who can't resist temptations either, but I'm very conscious of the temptation, and I make a conscious choice whenever I veer off healthier habits, and then I make a conscious choice of going back to them. Okay, it's all about making good conscious choices, and not just following something on a whim. Always be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. So this year I'm going to really want to share with you some more helpful tips of how you can improve your daily routine so that you can cope better with grief. Bye bye for now.